What is up, beach bums? Welcome back to the channel. The beaches in Alabama are closed. Also, as of right now, the beaches in Florida are all closed. So there will be no beach fishing for an indefinite amount of time. I think Florida did put a date on it for like April 2nd, but with the way things change, you know, like who the heck knows if that's actually going to even open up by then. Alabama is just closed indefinitely. They didn't put a date on when they're supposed to open back up. So I'm gonna try to continue fishing and just getting a line in the water pretty much anywhere I can. I don't own a boat, don't own a kayak. So obviously beach fishing is just kind of what I've gravitated towards and what I do primarily on this channel. But without those two things and without the beach being an option, it makes things a little more challenging for me. So today I'm starting out, I'm gonna be fishing this pond, just bass fishing. I got here early this morning and started throwing some top water and just kind of changed things since then. But I'm gonna keep trying to upload as we go through this somewhat of a shutdown that we're in right now in the United States, and just continue producing content for you guys while you may be you know, not doing really much of anything else and there's no sporting events or anything like that going on. So hope you enjoy the content. Thanks for hanging out with me, and let's get to fishing. Oh, as soon as that hit, we're skiing this guy on top of the water. Man, as soon as that hit the water, he crushed it. Little guy. First fish of the day. Didn't even get a chance to start reeling that one in. That was like my third cast of the morning. Little guy, but first bass of the day on the Whopper Plopper. That's my first Whopper Plopper fish. All right. As little bass fishing as I get to do these days, the size of the fish isn't really that important. Those are some loud birds, good gracious. Of course, I'd always love to catch a big bass, but any bass to me is it's just cool to get to catch a bass and see it. They're just, for me, it's a treat. So anything today for me, I'm stoked about it. Oh, there's a snake swimming across the top of the water. It is that time of year. Might be an old cottonmouth. I wonder if there's any big bass in this pond. Just curious. Not that I've fished it a lot, but the few times that I have, the few fish that I've caught, they've all been small. And I've seen some and they've all been small. But yeah, we'll just be curious to know. I know this little pond gets a lot of pressure. It is very public and I see people fishing out here all the time. Oh, he's got it. Dang it. I thought I saw my line moving. There we go. There we go. Bass number two, definitely a dink, but like I said, we're just having fun. See, dude. That one I didn't feel him hit. I just noticed my line was moving and it was like coming towards me. I was like, I don't feel my, my lure, and realized we had a fish on. Here's another snake swimming across the water down that way. Definitely that time of year. It was a little light rain, and it's picked up a little bit more now. So, just fishing in the rain this morning. Had to run to the car and get my frog togs because I started getting wet. I had to come back to the car to change my battery, and I think I'm gonna put one of these on. This is a Googan bait. I've never used a Googan bait in my life. They're very expensive, but these guys, they're like the biggest bass fishermen, YouTubers, fishing YouTubers on the platform. I mean, they're just really big in the industry, and they've got their own line of baits. And I figured I'd give it a shot, trying some bass fishing, so we'll see if I can catch a fish on one of these Googan baits. Growing up, I mainly, when I would bass fish, fished little ponds like this. Like, this is what I primarily did. And I would always have generally the most success on creature baits with this like kind of watermelon color to it. So I've kind of always just gravitated towards that type of lure. There's another snake. Man, they're all over, swimming across right over there. That's the third snake I've seen this morning. Ah, I have my camera off. That one spit it. He was little. Dang. I don't know if the GoPro was rolling to see that that hook spit there. That was almost my first fish on a Googan bait right there. Oh, dang. Man, there's another one right there. That was the next cast after I just lost that last one. Fish seemed to like it. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can get him this time. There's one. There's one. Fun little pond bass right there. Little. I'm telling you, I'm just curious if there are any decent sized fish in here, but that's okay. Like I said earlier, I really don't care. It's just fun to be catching fish, and especially catching bass. I just don't get to do it very often, so it's cool. Thanks, bud. Well, that was my first fish on a Googan bait. I've got this little chatter bait. I'm gonna try it for a minute just to see if I can catch something on it. Have some fun. Well, they don't seem to like the chatterbait. I've covered a lot of this pond now with it, but wanted to get something on this. You know, just would be fun to have something crush this. That's gonna do it for me today. I enjoyed getting out here and bass fishing. Always do. It's always fun to trick a few bass into eating whatever lure you're throwing at them. I'll continue to try to keep the uploads coming. Got to get creative and find some areas that I can get to. May have some opportunities to go out on a boat and kayak with some folks that I know over the next week or so. So we'll see how that pans out. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know this is a lot different than what you're normally used to seeing on this channel, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And as always, you stay bummy.